Hi guys, welcome back to Put with Wally. Today, it will be extremely difficult to talk about this game because I don't know, usually I try to analyze with very tactical or stats, numbers, all of those things, very logical approach in the game. Like today was more I just wanted to give you guys my feelings, like what I felt or how I felt during the game because it was just so intense the game. Like I was literally feeling like cramp on my leg. By the way, I will also talk about my man of the match. Let me just talk about Man United very quickly, very briefly, and then I will sort of focus on Spurs until the very end of the video. So, like Man United, they surprised me a lot with the starting, with a more offensive starting 11. I was not expecting that. I really thought, and I thought I talked about this in the last video, that I thought Man United would play four set pieces, would be more physical team rather than actually technical, offensive, like passing the ball a lot, having way more possession than Tottenham. I was not expecting this. And I also wasn't expecting Bruno playing as DM. And I thought, like, when I saw this, I was like, okay, that is good for Tottenham because Bruno, he is very dangerous playing next to the goal, but he was very, like, let's say in a more attacking position, but he was playing as DM, creating chances. I thought Bruno should have played in a more offensive position. For example, let's say instead of Mason Mount, even though Mason Mount is very quality on the ball, but like today he was the invisible man on the pitch because no one, like, he was irrelevant during the game. But after all, like, I do not think United played badly today. I think they played well, okay, like as Tottenham. It was not a great final, by the way. It was not a great match, but like a final, you don't need to play well. You just need to win. You go there, put the ball in the back of the net, and that's it. So, guys, let's focus on Spurs now because I was not expecting a more pragmatic approach by Tottenham, because usually what happens is Tottenham can't defend without the ball. Like, they're not prepared for this, tactically speaking. But I thought in general Spurs defends very well, even though United have like 0.7, 0.665 expected goals. I think Spurs were able to defend very well during the game. And that's not all, but like the majority of the merit, let's say, of not conceding today was based on like Romero, Van de Ven. They was just monsters. Like Romero, Van de Ven, they were monsters in round duels, aero duels, like all of those things you need a centre back to do in the final. They did. Like, they were everywhere, covering. If they need to tackle, I don't know, if they need a foul, they will do it. Like, they would stop you no matter what you tried. And Romero is like literally World Cup champion, so he was prepared for final, and he was just like, this guy is insane. Like, he is the proper captain that Spurs needed. When I was watching him playing, like, this guy, I thought this guy he's crazy. He's a psycho, because that is a final, and he is, like, mentally, like, his mentality is just so impressive. How he is always concentrated, always in the right moment, doing the right thing. It's just impressive for me. And I say this to a lot of people, like, Romero is, for me, within the top 5, let's say top 5, top 6 centre backs in the world. He is just class. And Van de Ven was as well. Like, Van de Ven today, I usually criticize a little, like, something that I criticize about Van de Ven is that he is not so good in aero duels, but today he was a monster. He was everywhere. Like, he's saving that ball. It was so unbelievable, guys. It was just so amazing. Also amazing. Like, it would have been amazing anyway, but like, it was especially amazing because he is a left-footed player and he saved the ball with his right foot. So I was like, what is happening? That's madness. So, guys, let's talk about Brennan Johnson, because he is it is just so, I have no words for him, because I see people criticizing him a lot, like, in a very unfair way. I always say, like, check his numbers. Okay, I know football is way more than just numbers. You need to watch the game and see what's happening. But he is very decisive, and that's what Spurs needed today, and that was literally what he did. Like, he decided the final. I had the impression that it was the own goal by Shaw, but actually, like, I don't know if they will update that, but like, so if a score, for example, the goal was credited for Brendan Johnson, but like, even if it wasn't, to be honest, that's irrelevant. That the thing is, it was a final. He was there in the right place doing the right thing, and the goal happened. So he was decisive. I also just remembered that Richarlison. We need to talk about Richarlison because okay, he was not the most insanely technical player and on the pitch, but let's be honest, guys. He was a warrior. He was a warrior. He was just fighting for every single ball. Like every second he could get, he would get a foul or something. I think Richarlison has the mentality, as Romero, as Van de Ven showed today as well. I think everyone was just so good today. Like defensively speaking, I think everyone was just so amazing. That said, let me give you guys my man of the match because I think this video is way too long. So let's finish this. So my man of the match was Vicario, or Vicario, pronounce as you want. And like 0.66 goals prevented. I think he was very insecure on set pieces. Like every corner, foul, crossing, it was like, what's happening? I was really sure Spurs were about to concede anytime, like from a foul corner. I was like, Spurs will concede, but it didn't happen, thankfully. And yeah, Vicario, 5 saves as well. Man United, I think they shot like 16 or 18 times. I don't really remember. I was not so focused on the numbers because I was just living the moment. And that, I think in the final, that's the most important thing. Obviously, I had to gather some logic to make a video and not waste your time and give you some useful information. But like, it was amazing. So guys, that was it. Like, I'm still astonished. I think I was not expecting like how the game was. I was expecting a not so defensive approach. Like, that's irrelevant. The important thing is the trophy. That's the most important thing right now. So next season, Tottenham will be in the Champions League. I will make a video about my next, I don't know if my next, but like I will make a video about the squad planning where I'll try to see what position Spurs needs to sign players for. Like, spoiler, you know, guys, if you watch the games, you know Spurs need a DM, proper DM, probably as another centre back, etc. Probably also a dribbler, blah blah blah. But the most important thing is the trophy, and next season play the Champions League. So that was the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, blah blah blah. Do all of those things that you need to do, please. If, by the way, if I don't know if I said this, but like if my face is very dark, it's because I'm recording this very late. So sorry about this, and see you next time. Bye.